Welcome to the plug-in. Y'all already know who I am. I've been telling y'all I had some more special moms. This one right here, very special to me, almost like a second mom. And her and my mom was tight. Um, yeah, this is my cousin Wanda. She going tell y'all where she's from, who she is, all the good stuff. So let's start there. Let them know who you are, cuz.
Hello, I'm Wanda Clark. I'm from Phoenixville. I am Darrin's cousin, and I was very close with his mom, and I miss her. Um, we had a lot of good times together when she was here. A lot of good memories. I used to babysit for her, and she taught me a lot about being a good mom because I learned a lot from how she treated her kids. That's how I learned.
Mm. I'm glad you said that because I never heard you say that. So me and my sisters, my brother, we all appreciate you and everything that you got from her and the stuff
Yeah, I
that you
learned a
taught your
lot from
kids.
Daddy.
What I always tell Ugg and Melwan. So Melvin, I always said to them, I said this to Melwan the other day. Thank God for Big Melvin because he brought us together. See, y'all didn't know when somehow y'all didn't know when we moved to Norristown. We was on the west end. Y'all was obviously on the east end, but Melvin would see me on DeKalb because I would be hanging on Willow.
Big Melvin?
Yeah, I would be hanging on Willow, and I would go around on DeKalb to go to like a store or something.
Mm-hmm.
DeKalb got all the stores, and he would see me and he would say, "Cuz you got to come around here. Your cousins is down here," and that's how I started coming to Green Street. My mom didn't realize, you know what I mean? We
I
was on
kind
the
of
west
think
end
I
for like a
remember him
year.
saying he's seen y'all.
And that's when I started coming and hanging down on Green Street with Melvin and Melwan. That's why I started coming down. I didn't realize that y'all was right there. I used to be on Willow Street. I used to stay up on Willow Street. So so for the people that don't know, this is a special edition um from me and then her two sons. We just got done on a visit with the youngest one, uh Melvin. Y'all know him as
Now I can't get it to go right.
Let me see. In Norristown.
No, in Phoenixville,
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's it. You gotta come over. Yeah, come closer.
How old is you?
And I was probably like 8, 9.
So I got questions from her oldest, Melwan. Let's talk a little bit about Melwan before we do his questions.
Melvin was well, not was, is my first child. Um he's quite a character.
Yeah, he is.
He's quite a character, but he's also brought a lot of joy in my life too. I really miss him. He's been incarcerated for over 16 years, and I don't feel at all that he deserves the sentence that he got. But he'll be a more stronger man when he gets out because of this, because now he's really learning the hard way how unfair life is. Um, I just want to say, life is like a box of chocolate. It's true because you don't never know what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You
and
remember when you had him? You remember when he was born?
oh yeah, yeah. My mom, when I had him, he was premature. He only weighed 3 pounds and 7 ounces. He was no bigger than that Pepsi can right there.
So he was in the incubator and all that.
So I took care of him, and then when he became 5 pounds, they let him come home, and he developed just like any other child.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of good things in his lifetime. You know, people remember the bad, but they forget the good.
Mm-hmm.
He was very smart with fixing things. He learned how to fix things at a young age from his grandfather. And in the neighborhood, when kids' bicycles used to mess up, Melwan would always fix them.
Mm.
I always had a yard full of bicycles because he was fixing everybody's bikes in the neighborhood. And I'm trying to think what other good things he did. He loved animals. Him and his brother one time they caught a snapping turtle in the river, and they let him live in a blue swimming pool for little kids. And I'm like, how are you going to fix this? And they showed me stuff I never thought they knew. They took mud and grass and put it all on the top with a lot of water. And then they used to catch worms. And then another pet they had was a turtle. And turtles would go fast, I learned from them.
Mm-hmm.
People always think turtles go slow. That's not true. Turtles go fast, especially when they know you're going to put them back
In
in
the
their
water.
in their little tank. Then they should really start jaying.
Yeah.
But my kids, they taught me a lot.
So
They did.
this is a tribute to you, and I've been telling the plug-in people that Mother's Day for me, after my mom's not here anymore, Mother's Day to me is more like more than just a day, right? So this tribute for you is from obviously from me, but from all your kids, Melvin, Anissa, and Melwan. But this is especially from Melwan because Melwan actually emailed me questions that he wanted to directly ask you from him through me. All right. So just want everybody to know that this is her oldest, you know, questions that he had for her. So I feel like you guys are going to really appreciate, something like this that normally, you wouldn't see something like this. So like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this is like a special edition. Um, the name Melwan, because everybody that plugs in knows I really fixated on names. So the Melwan name you already had. Did you and his dad already have the name?
No, actually, we made it up after I had them in the hospital. I was thinking of names, and then different family members was calling me, and his one sister said, "You know what? Why don't y'all just name them Melwan, both of y'all names?" And it worked. And
I love it. So it was Melvin's sister.
Melvin's sister Nita.
See, I love it because there's a lot of one of one things in the world, but a lot of times we say one on one, but I'm pretty sure his name is one on one because
It's not a
what's the
lot of
chances?
people,
What's the chances of somebody else being Melvin and Wanda
right?
and the parents putting that name together? So I'm pretty sure in this whole world he's a one on one. So I really always knew that he was special just because of that alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Having a name that nobody else has to me
right.
makes you automatic. You're just that's just special to me.
Yeah,
I love names, and as I get older, I start. You know what I mean? I've been putting
yeah.
it together. So he wanted to know firstly, what was your meeting when you first met Melvin?
I was young, running wild. Me and my girlfriends was walking around in Norristown, and we was like liking boys just to talk to them on the phone and stuff like that. Trying to be popular and famous when we was young with the boys, and we was meeting all these boys, and they was asking us for our
Phone number.
names and the phone numbers, and their dad used to call me all the time. Then he would come and visit me, and he was working. And it started as a really good friendship.
That's
That's how that's how it really started. And then he used to tell me because he worked and he was older than me. He was working at Norristown State Hospital. I was still in high school, and he was saying, "I like you because you don't like me for my money. Most of the girls like me because I got some money in the job." No, that's what Mom used to say. And then we used to always, like, the kids don't go to the mall like we used to in our generation. We used to go to the mall, go to the movies, go to concerts. Me and Mom used to go to so many concerts. I seen Parliament Funkadelic, Brass Construction,
Mm.
Cameo, Brothers Johnson, Shaka Khan with Rufus.
Okay.
I seen the band War. I seen a lot of celebrities.
Y'all was going to Philly.
Nah, some of them was actually in Cheney State because
Okay.
we was young then.
The
They
college.
used to have a lot of concerts up at Cheney State past Leonard Park.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to go up there to concerts.
Westchester.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do them concerts now, but
So
they did then.
one of the things that you said that I wanted to quick touch on was the friendship. So that's just something I wanted to just put out there because when she says that, it just, I want people to realize friendship is your foundation in any relationship, etc. So definitely have a friend before you think that you're loving the person or you guys are in love. Make sure that you're friends first. That's something that I know from experience. Make sure that you have a strong friendship before you move forward in a relationship. I just wanted to put
Yeah,
that out there.
Melvin used to be like he didn't, and that sort of changed like when we got our marriage because me and Melvin was like best of friends to be young like that, and I guess both of our families knew, but we didn't that we would end up getting married, and then it was like when we had our kids, well, yeah, that I couldn't keep up with them because I had to like change diapers and feed babies, and I couldn't just be riding
Running.
up and down the street because Melvin always had a car when we was young. I couldn't just be riding up and down the streets with the kids and him, a whole family. And then he was funny about his cars because he had like dice and baby shoes hanging up, and he would say, "Oh, the kids will always want to go to McDonald's and get fries," and he's like, "Wanda, look, these kids is messing up my car." And yeah, we used to fuss about that. And I was like, "Well, me and the kids ain't got to get in your car and slam the door when you all get out." But he was like always trying to keep his car all clean and nice. You know how you guys are. So it was like that.
So here's another one from Melwan. Um, he wants to know: do you think things would have been different for you and Melvin if y'all didn't get caught up in the '80s wave? That's his exact words.
But then I used to get mad with him because I used to like playing double dutch.
Okay.
And I used to play double dutch, and a lot of my friends used to know the sound of Melvin's car because it was loud.
Loud. Okay.
And they would be like, here, take the baby, Wanda, because here come Melvin. Don't you hear the car? Yeah, he used to say, you got to stop playing with them kids. That was the hardest part to me being married.
Why?
Because it's like, you can't be a kid and play jump rope and all that.
Wait. So how old were you when you got married?
19.
You were 19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know you was that young.
Yeah.
So you still was like you felt like a kid still.
I still used to play rope down Norristown.
And you had Melwan,
Yup.
but not Nisa yet.
Mm-mm.
All right.
I worked at Montgomery Hospital when I had Nisa, but I used to be still wanting to be outside playing with different kids I knew down there. We used to play rope.
So do you feel like you didn't get a chance to grow up proper?
Only thing I really missed about getting older and having babies, I couldn't play rope around him.
Because he was like, stop playing around, huh?
Yeah, Melvin didn't like me playing double dutch.
So
I don't know why.
so how old was he? He was way older.
Yeah, Melvin was like 3 years older than me.
Oh, that's not that much older. All right.
But yeah, he was older than me. But I don't know. Would you like your girlfriend at that age playing double dutch?
I don't know. I know we're talking about the 70s.
Yeah,
So
80s,
70s,
80s.
80s. I mean, double dutch was really big back then. So I can't say. I can't say. I mean, you was 19. It's not like you was now. Maybe if you was 29, but 19 is still fairly young.
He used to get mad.
I think this sounds like it was
Or
just a way
tell
that
me I had to go in the house. That's why all my friends would be like, listen, they would hear that car coming. And I would get mad because I'd be getting ready to jump.
and
I
you
done
wanted
did
to.
all that turning, and now I'm ready to jump, and here he comes.
So that's funny. They gonna laugh about this. So, but what do you think about that? What he said about you think things would have been different if y'all ain't get caught up with the 80s with the wave, like with all the stuff that was going on back then.
Yeah, we had fun. Me and Mama had a lot of fun when we was young. Cause like I said, when I had the kids, we would take the kids out different places, like down in Atlantic City, and the kids would want to stay. But we was young. We didn't realize you got to make reservations during the holidays. You can't just go down there and pop up. Here I am. I'm getting a room. It don't work like that. You got to
Yeah.
have reservations, and we didn't make none. um,
He wants to know how you feel about him and Melvin being gone for so long.
terrible, terrible. And the feeling is that I get they're here and then they're not here. You
Like
know?
when we was on the video, I could tell you didn't want that to end, right?
Yeah.
Because you were like, you got to go now. So
Yeah, it's like you never have enough time. You never have enough time. And I like doing Zoom calls. I'd rather see you in person. I know my kids deserve to be out here in the world, but
so Melvin says, like when we were on the video, he says he really appreciates, you know, how you were with them when they were young. So that probably helps. You know what I mean? Because we just don't want you to feel like something you did wrong. You know what I mean? Like for their mistakes that they made. You know what I mean? Like
no,
don't blame
I
yourself.
always try to teach my kids the goodness of life because I didn't want my kids to have to go through
What you went through.
what I went through. But then I can't really even say that because I had a good childhood. Even though I was raised by my grandma, my aunts and uncles, I still had a good childhood. But my kids seen things that some kids shouldn't have to see
Yeah.
and go through. But
You think it made
it
them? Do you
is.
think it made them grow up too fast?
I don't know. I don't really know on that, but I know I did the best I could for them. It could have been better,
Right.
but I also had a drug problem, you know.
Right.
Um,
Do you think that took away from some stuff, like with your kids? Like,
yeah, because I had my kids, all three of them, pretty young,
mm-hmm.
and I think that if I would have had my kids older, but you know what, it is what it is. You can't go back
Can't
and
go back.
undo something that's already done.
Do
Because
you?
the shoulda, coulda, woulda, it's kind of late. But
Did you blame Melvin
I
though?
never, I can't blame nobody because everybody has a mind of their own.
Yeah.
I can't blame Melvin because I did things I shouldn't have been doing.
I got
You
you.
know?
So you take responsibility for you. You don't want to
Yeah,
blame. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna point the finger on. Oh, he did this, he did that. No, because even if you are a good parent, like don't do no drugs or drink, some of these kids still get in trouble anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my kids knew right from wrong, and they chose. Everybody chooses their own path.
Right.
That's just how it is.
Um, you touched on some of the things, like when he was born, he was pre premature.
Premature.
So he wants to hear. Is there anything else that you would say is special about him? No one.
Um, very good with
Art.
arts.
Yeah, he's an art.
Very good. Both my sons are. They're very good with arts, and my father was too. Yeah, but
That's one of the things that.
again, I don't want to go back and say something like I wish they would have did more of their talent when they was out because their life ain't over yet.
Nah, nah, they still got long lives to
Yeah,
live.
so they still got, I would say, a chance.
So he's asking now, what expectations do you expect when they both come
When
home
they get out, I want them to live their best life. Live live their life
to the fullest, right?
to the fullest without making bad choices or decisions. Um and be more careful. Be more careful of who you think is your friend.
That's probably the best part right there because it's who you hang around. Just like in the
Yeah,
drug programs, they say people
yeah,
place things. So
yeah.
just who you hang around, who you
Because
think's your
everybody
friend.
ain't really your friend. Not for real, for real.
Yeah. And that's why I said about with Melvin, he knew that we was family, and that's why he wanted to make sure that I was hanging with my family. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we all got so tight. And me and Melvin being a year apart, we was like always together.
And it's sad. Some people be best of friends and end up killing their best friend over a game. Like that boy up Pottstown, um, the Mitchell boy.
Mm-hmm.
His son, you know who I'm talking about?
Not sure.
If you heard about this happened not too long ago. The Mitchell boy moved to Ohio or somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they was playing some kind of video game, and he killed his best friend, and
Mm-hmm.
not just that. Um, Kevin, the Hoot Owl,
Who?
Kevin Allen. Kevin
Oh, his
Allen's
son.
son was with his friend, and his dad gave him $250, and he went and robbed him out of the money that his dad got him, and to get rid of evidence, he gonna burn the boy up in the apartment, and
Yeah.
that was really foul.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they was friends,
Um, yeah, we just gotta make sure that
so
we definitely putting our friendships shouldn't have to be take it shouldn't have to go there with a friend if you're friends with somebody it should be legit. Um, but yeah, he wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Um, and he said we love you and miss you. And he said he wants to thank you for giving him his best friend, little Melvin. He said thank you for giving me my best friend in the world, my little bro of money he put.
his what?
His best friend in the world. Thank you for giving me my best friend in the world, my
Who,
little
me?
my little bro of money.
Me?
Yeah. So he's
Yeah, I
really
miss my
thankful
kids.
for that for his little brother. Um, that's something that you always want a little brother. So I know that means a lot to him. Um, yeah, I've got my little sister. I love her. I love you to death, Nicole. But I would just think like a little brother you would want, especially when he had a little sister, and then the cherry on top was the little brother. So he's very thankful to you for that. All right, so like I told you, being as though it's Memorial Day, we want to dedicate it to your father, Donald, right?
Mm-hmm. And My Uncle Emlyn, he was in
Yeah,
Vietnam too.
yeah. My dad,
Leonard
my
and
grandpa,
Neil wasn't though.
also my uncle Barry too. I want to shout him out for Memorial Day because it's his 1 year anniversary that he passed. So shout out to them.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know if your dad in the
my
army?
dad was in the Air Force. Yep.
Bruce was in the Air Force?
Yeah. That's where I was born. That's why I was born in Texas. Remember they was
Oh
in
yeah,
yeah.
that's right. That's right.
So,
That's right.
but your father though, we want to hear. I just remember him smiling, laughing, and then the later days he would be in that he was in the chair,
Wheelchair.
the chair. Yeah, 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 yeah. But tell him something that you miss about
About my dad,
yeah.
I miss him calling me Red Rooster. When my hair was
When your hair was red.
yeah, remember when my hair was
Oh,
red all the time? He
okay.
was like, "Where are you going? Looking like a red rooster." Yeah, I miss my dad calling me Red Rooster all the time. And I dyed it back black. But anyway, other things I miss about my dad, he always be like, "Come on, let's go smoke a cigarette." Because we used to go out to eat a lot in the restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And he would push himself in the wheelchair. And he would always want me to go smoke outside with him and go smoke. Um, what else did I miss? He always be asking me, "What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?"
He was over at the King Terrace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he always wanted some. He always wanted pictures.
Mm-hmm.
My dad always wanted pictures.
Was he the oldest?
I'm the oldest, yes.
No, I mean he was the oldest though out of
My grandma's kids, y'all.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we miss all our lost ones. Um, there was something else that I wanted to ask you about him. He stayed out in California for a lot too, right? When
mm-hmm.
he was in the army.
Yeah, my dad was in the army. And he lived on an army base. I never lived with him on an army base. My other sisters had.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, we took up a lot of time with the visit, um, and so basically we did like a in reverse. Um, we kind of did like two different plugins today. So this was a long day. Is there anything that you want to you know put out there before we close?
Yeah, I'll be glad when my sons both come home.
I know that's right. I know that's right. All right. So last thing, what would you say to other moms that have sons that are away, and what would your advice would you say? Maybe a younger
The
mom.
court systems should realize when you lock our kids up, it affects the family. It affects their children. It affects their mothers. It affects their fathers. You know, but the the crime should really fit the sentence. And to me, my kids' crimes don't fit the sentences.
I know my mom used to always say with Melvin, she used to always say, why ain't he home yet? And she would always ask me, when is he coming home? He should have been home, things like that. And then
Yeah, because
if she was still here, I'm sure she would be asking about Melwan now too. So, yeah, we miss them. We can't wait till they're free. Um, but yeah, we just wanted to give you your flowers and just let you know that even though there's some bad circumstances with them, but we still wanted to just let you know that you're a special mom, and we love you and we really appreciate you.
I was chilling. Made
in
some
your
food.
office,
And I was finishing up. Yeah, I was just left my office. Other than that, I'm happy I got a chance to see you.
So we just want you just to keep pushing on, and you know everything will work out.
yeah, I'm looking forward to them coming home.
I know you miss him. I know you do. It takes some. So last thing I'm gonna mention is with my mom being away, and I keep saying away because she's not here. So it's similar. It takes something away
Away
from you.
from you.
It takes something out of you, right? So you don't even feel. You feel different, probably. That's how I feel. Like I feel like my mom should be here.
Mm-hmm.
And just like how you feel with your boys, like they should be right here, right now with us.
Yeah, out here in the world too.
Um, so yeah, I definitely empathize with you, and that's why there's somebody that I had to get on here, because this is what this is. Patricia's legacy of unity and growth, inspiration for navigation. So that's why I call it plug in. So this is all inspired by my mom.
Yeah, your mom would be proud of you doing this too. Was you doing this when Patty? Before Pat?
I
You
just got
didn't
the inspiration to do
after?
this. I just got the inspiration to do this like the past couple months, and I just feel like it's something that helps me, live on, um, and something that um, it helps me like mentally, helps me to go through my weeks, and without her, this is something that I feel like you said, like she would be proud.
Sometimes, when I look at her pictures, like when you post stuff, like I think Mother's Day, I look, you was taking her some flowers.
Me and Nicole. Nicole
Yeah,
always brings the flowers.
yeah. And I was like, that's good. Them kids don't never forget about their mom because Patty was a good mom, even when she was young. And like I said, I learned, to me, you gotta discipline your kids. Patty was like me, let you get away with little stuff, little stuff. But that daggone June wouldn't. And then not only that, they used to watch me too when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And you could do more around Patty, things that you better not let Jude know, because Jude gonna get you and tell.
Mm-hmm.
Tell that she hit you or whooped you or whatever. June used to go point that finger. Do you want to lick it? Do you want to spank it? And she still says that till this day.
Shout out to Aunt June.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, wow, when they was young, it's crazy how fast life, life goes.
Yeah. So definitely cherish the moments with your kids, parents, aunts, uncles, everybody, father. So yeah, that's a big part of this platform is just letting people know that we love them, and we just want the legacies to keep going on.
But I'd be like, I wonder why God takes certain good people in your life so fast. Like her, my Aunt Bernice, and Edie Harper.
Mm-hmm. All in a couple years, right? And
I miss them.
there was one
And
of
I miss
your
Nick.
mm-hmm, Harper, yep, one of your uncles too passed, right? My mom and him was like the same.
Leonard.
Leonard, they was like a couple days apart. Shout out to Uncle Leonard too. All the uncles and aunts.
And sometimes I just sit in here and think, I just, they say you shouldn't question God, but
Right.
I do.
Well,
'Cause
this is something that I feel like
and then
comes.
sometimes I don't want to talk about it because I start crying.
Yeah, we don't want no crying. But no, I appreciate you because like this is something that I really been anticipating doing this video with you because I know that, like I
And
said,
yet Marilyn and them, Todd,
yep,
it's like they're all gone.
yeah,
And it seems like all of our lives changed from this too.
mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we here for you, cuz. But but yeah, that's pretty much it for today. We're gonna we gonna be back next time. Look, man, I love y'all. All right,
All right.
love you, cuz.